What's going on, guys? You're probably surprised looking at this. What is it? 2 videos within 3 days. Yep, I'm getting back on the YouTube grind, just putting as much free value for you guys as I can. So, as you can tell, obviously, from the title of the video, how one of my students made $140,000 just within a few months just trading with me. I'm going to kind of tell you about a story, just yap a bit about that, and just tell you this mindset shift because he came to me at some point and I'm not going to say any names whatsoever. He did give me permission, but I didn't really want to. I don't want people going to him begging for money. This has happened before. I hate when it happens, but I'm really just going to talk about what he went through, his journey with me, the journey that I personally saw with him, because it was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie about that, and how he got over that. So let's just call him Joe. Let's just use that name. So Joe came to me he joined my Discord server, I think it was the first month. So January of 2024 when I opened it. And he was active in every live stream. He was really really driven to learn. He was really doing whatever he could to learn, like how to trade, how to do what I did, and just make as much as he could from it. And I got this DM from him one day, and he was pretty open about everything. He told me, like his story, his life story, his family, personal issues, and he was not asking for money. This is really why I built this like connection with him. He was really dedicated. Like I said, people come to me and people ask for money. They want an easy way out. And Joe, like I said, we'll use the name for this, Joe. Joe wanted to learn. Joe wanted a skill rather than being handed easy money. And I'm so glad he did that because of where he is right now. So Joe had a lot in debt. He had about, I think, $100,000 in debt from personal debt and also family debt that he was helping pay off. And when you take care of your family like that, it really just shows like who you are as a person. So that really showed me he was really determined. And the fact that he wasn't just all talk, he was legitimately in my live stream every single morning. Back when I was streaming every single morning from like January, I think all the way till like June, he was in every single live stream. If I were to count, over a few hundred probably, or I don't even know, not probably over 200 since then. So yeah, that's a lot. That's kind of how we met and how we connected. So that's where I kind of built that personal connection with him. He wasn't just like a number in my Discord server. Someone just hopping on streams, taking wins with me, because we were doing good at the time. We were hitting wins back to back to back to back, and yeah, he was still hitting that. But I was still getting DMs from him, no matter how much he was winning from my personal trades that I was taking. He was legitimately saying, "Hey, how can I learn more in depth so I can do this on my own?" And that's really like what stuck with me. So, kind of going back to what he, I guess, lost, like what happened. So he went on these really bad losing streaks, because obviously when you're down in life, let's just like put yourself in his shoes, put yourself in Joe's shoes. Let's say you have 100,000 in debt that you're trying to pay off. You're probably more attached to the money. You'll come into trading, you're like, I need to make money, I need to make money quick, right? So when that's kind of your mentality, that's kind of like how you trade. You're going to trade emotionally, you're going to try and force a trade that might not be good. And that's what happened. He took a loss and he's like, I need to make back this loss. I need to pay back. His mindset was always like, I need to pay back this 100,000 in debt. So immediately he would take a loss and he'd just go loss. And I personally just couldn't like sit and just like not do anything about that. So that's where I brought him on kind of as a student. And we worked closely. One thing that really impressed me was the amount of questions he asked. When you work with someone, let's say you get a mentorship from someone and you're someone's student, the one thing that shows, as a coach myself, the one thing that shows someone as a coach, the one thing that shows me if people actually care, or if they're just doing this because they want to like look cool or they want to impress themselves or impress others, is when you actually put effort, you actually ask questions. So it's different to join. Let's just say a mentorship offers weekly calls or one-on-one calls. It's different to join those, but when you're actually asking in-depth questions, it shows that you care. It shows that you actually want to make a difference in your trading. If you have a mistake, you come and you ask a question, that shows that you don't want to make that mistake anymore. So that's really what stuck with me. And another thing also, he legitimately, he got to a point where he couldn't afford challenges, like challenges on Top Step, like account challenges, $49, $149 from smallest to biggest. And he was thinking about selling his car, and I'm like, do not sell your car. And I want you guys to see that. It got to a point where he legitimately could not even afford challenges. That's how bad of a hole that he was in, that he was considering selling his car just to fund this journey that he wanted in trading. That's how committed he was to this. And that's also what stuck with me. Like, the motivation I personally got from this was insane because he wasn't just a number. He wasn't just another one of my students that I connected with. He was actually someone that had the drive, had the power to change his life, and that was amazing with me. And we built like actually a personal connection. It wasn't just me. I was a coach. He was a student. Like, I remember over the summer. I don't know if you guys saw my story. I was looking for some gym help, trying to build a little muscle in the gym, just get a little more fit than I actually was, because I'm at a point in life where I can focus on stuff like that, gratefully. But he was the first person to reach out and offer him help. He's like, Xander, I'm at a point in my trading where you've changed my life so much. I want to help you with the gym. So it kind of shifted from there. Instead of being like hey, you're just my coach, it's, hey, like, you're like someone I consider closer. You've like actually helped me. You've changed my life. So it's just small things like that, just subconsciously like have an effect on me and just show me like the quality of people. So that was that. And the way I look at this too is like he took advantage of every little thing. He networked with every possible person in my server instead of just joining, just talking, just being another number in the audience. He talks, he gives his output, and people notice that. So people see the gravity about that. And like I said, like, he wasn't just a student that I was just teaching. He actually became someone that I had a personal connection on a deeper level. And that's because he helped me with what I was looking for as well, because his specialty was the gym, my specialty was trading. So that was really that. But the mindset shift that he had was insane. He went from blowing accounts and just taking trades that did not make sense to actually taking trades that were good setups, because like I said, he was $100,000 in debt, and he was really focused on just making as much as he could in such a short amount of time. And the mindset shift really happened when I didn't really yell at him, but I really just kind of shifted his reality in a sense, because I had him focus on long term. He was focused on short term, just paying off the debt, but I really just turned something in his mind to get him to shift and focus on, this is a long-term game. You can have a winning streak for 2 weeks, but that doesn't define how good of a trader you are. You can have a losing streak of 2 weeks. That doesn't define how bad of a trader you are either. So that was really the shift that we had together. And that was honestly probably the best thing that ever happened to him, because like I said, since then, since working closely personally with him, probably like 8 months, and he's done $140,000 in payouts. He's doing 30 to 40,000 a month. He's got 800,000 in funding, and he keeps adding to that. But another thing was, he doesn't get attached to each individual account, right? Let's say you buy 5 challenges, 550Ks, you pass them. Obviously, you want longevity, but you should not get attached to every little account, right? When you want to make a ton of money with prop firms and you're at a point where you're actually an experienced trader, your goal is to cycle through them, right? So that's also the shift that I kind of pushed to him. But his life changed dramatically. He legitimately went from, I don't know about his living situation entirely before, but it's definitely an upgrade now. I don't know if you guys saw my Discord server and my stories or anything, but he got a mansion, pretty much, like a really, really nice big house in the hills, beautiful modern house. Go on my Discord server. It's under testimonials if you guys want to see it, but I'll include the links in the description and everything. But beautiful house, and it just shows like how life can change. He literally went from, I think it was like a 1-bedroom or something, and just losing money, just tons of debt, and helping other people, to literally living like a king. Like, I'm pretty sure he's looking for another car soon. Like, that should show like how much this guy's life has changed, how much Joe's life has changed. And it's crazy to look at, because me as a coach, my goal is to teach people how to trade and teach people what not to do in trading. But seeing people actually reap from the benefits of like what I'm teaching it's beautiful to see, especially when you like kind of connect with them on a deeper level. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through about this. I just want to give you guys like kind of a reality sense of like how quickly life can change if you actually focus. He had that drive. People get into trading and they say, oh, I want to get into trading, I want to make all this money, I want to make all that money. But do you actually have the drive? Are you actually in a position that you need to change your life like really, really soon? Or are you just in this and you're living comfortably right now? Now, put yourself in Joe's shoes. Are you $100,000 in debt? Are you living in a situation that you no longer can survive in? That is where natural drive and natural motivation comes from. He literally could not afford challenges. And look where he is now. He's one of my top students. So I'm gonna end this here, guys. Second video in 3 days. Appreciate you watching this. Please actually watch this and get something from this. Change your mindset. Lock in. It's 2025. We're in the third month already, the third day. You got this.